I wasn't always the man they talk about on the news. There was a time when people looked up to me. A police officer, a Navy veteran, someone who wanted to make a difference. But they don't tell you what happens when the system you swear to protect turns its back on you. I grew up wanting to be a hero. I joined the Navy, became an officer, and later joined the LAPD. I believed in justice, fairness, and doing what's right. But the LAPD, it wasn't what I thought it would be. I saw things, heard things, things that didn't sit right with me. And when I spoke up, they turned against me. I tried to move on, but the anger, the betrayal, it wouldn't let me. I wrote a manifesto. I wanted people to know the truth, to see the corruption, the lies. But they didn't see me as a whistleblower. They called me a madman. I didn't want it to end this way. I wanted accountability, change, but it was too late. They had their narrative, and I was just another criminal to them. The truth didn't matter anymore. They said I was armed and dangerous, a killer. I wasn't running from them. I was running toward justice. But when you take on the system, you're always the villain in their story. I reported an officer for using excessive force, beating a suspect who was already restrained. But instead of investigating her, they investigated me. They called me a liar, a troublemaker. My career, my reputation, everything I'd worked for, gone in an instant. Fired for doing the right thing.
With Dorner holed up in a remote mountain cabin, authorities knew this was their chance to end the chaos. The stakes were high, and the tension was palpable. For hours, the standoff raged. Negotiators attempted contact, but Dorner's radio silence left no room for compromise. Inside, he fortified his position, armed and ready for a fight. As darkness fell, a decision was made. Tear gas canisters were deployed, a desperate measure to force him out. But Dorner refused to surrender. By dawn, the cabin was reduced to ashes. Inside, authorities found what remained of Christopher Dorner. His rampage was over, but the scars left behind would remain forever.
As the fire grew, I knew this was it. I wasn't walking out of there alive. Maybe I didn't deserve to. But before it all ended, I wanted people to know. I wasn't the monster they made me out to be. I was a man betrayed by the very system I vowed to protect. I was Christopher Dorner, a cop, a soldier, a man who believed in justice. And now, just a name in a story that no one wants to believe.
Crime tapes,